This stream is proudly brought to you by whatis.zs.com. ZS is coming. Subscribers and all you YouTubers out there. Yes, I'm not on the normal subject, am I? Yes, it's a discussion about the eco-friendly bags that they are currently selling to everybody, and they are driving out the bags as of the 1st of July. The supermarkets will no longer be issuing this type of a bag to you. Why? Because they want to make more money. That's right, that's all it is. They want to make more cash. And today we're going to add some more stones to that pile of slaying these giants of their lies, where they say these bags are not recyclable. Yet when it's all you have to do is simply go to and type in Coles Woolworths recycling program for shopping bags, and you will see they know that these bags are clearly recyclable. How do I know? Well, it's just a matter of doing a bit of internet searching and stuff like that, because when you do that internet searching, right, you pretty much do your best to find stuff. So that's what made the movement No Bags, No Business start up. And yes, I'm one of the founders. Why am I one of the founders? Because as a manufacturer of a plastic product, I understand a lot about plastic. And yeah, you want to know what it is? Yeah, well, it's not out yet. It's coming though. It's sponsoring this program. And the thing is, there we go. Yes, that will be the product that's coming out. Guess what? It's made of plastic, by the way. And plastic is recyclable. And to go through the crap that they're currently going through, and they're lying to you about that these bags are recyclable, and they put the recyclable symbol on these bags, which are not recyclable at all. And there is even other radio shows have been questioning this for some time. We'll get to that in a moment. Now, see here, this is what they want you to use. They want you to use these bags instead of these bags. And I forgot to put it over to the screen. Apologise for that, folks. Instead of giving you these bags, which you don't pay for, have other uses around the home and can eventually be used for garbage. Yes, garbage. Right? Now, do you know there is no difference between a normal garbage bag and one of these shopping bags? In most of the images that they supply, where they say that these bags are not recyclable, they're using I've noticed that the images they're actually using are from overseas countries. Right? But notice those plastic bags there as well. And guess what? They're collecting the plastic bags because they know that they're recyclable. And the thing is, it's sort of, Coles knows they are recyclable. And most of the doctored images, and I state they're doctored. Notice, see, in India and all these countries, they're actually, oh, this is China, this image is from China. They're recycling the plastic bags. Yes, those shopping bags that they say are unrecyclable are in fact very, very recyclable, as I stated in the first video. It's this type of bag that is not recyclable. Bag for good. That should be called the bag for bad. These are going to be the rubbish bags of the future, and these ones are not 100% not recyclable. They are not recyclable, Woolworths, and stop the lies. And I mean, yes, they are lies that they are pretty much spreading. Now, if you want to send your disputes to them, contact their head office and tell you. Because all the greenies out there that use these images, they chase these images up, and yes, some do wind up in the environment and everything, but see, Coles say that they're not recyclable. Oh, what did I just find there? I just found a image. I've got to find out where I'm saving them to so I can get the... That's right, yep. So I'm just going to call that up. Works full sale. Okay, there we go, into that file. So we pretty much go in and we find these images. We go through for the stuff that, see, images that they say, oh, well, they're not recyclable. They're not recyclable. That is a bullshit. That is pure bullshit, folks. And I mean, it is pure bullshit. They are 100% recyclable, right? We're going to preview this image. Yeah, why won't that preview? Because I'm using Windows 10. Another problem with these computers. You can't do certain things with them, and yeah, so I'm going to have to open these up individually. These are public images that Coles and Woolworths used, i.e., there you go, that image is of Coles and Woolworths. Now see, they want you to use these images, right? Use these bags. Now these bags are not recyclable, folks. I guarantee you they're not recyclable at all. The types of plastics these people are using are encoded over a material. The materials that they are using are non-recyclable. 100% non-recyclables. Oh, they're making a big thing out of it. Oh, these are good for you. You know, the only person that benefits from these bags is Coles, Woolworths, and all the shops. They are the only ones that benefit from these. That's why they're smiling, because they know they're lying to you, and they're smiling because they're gonna make lots of money. Well, they're lying to you, folks. They are lying to you big time. And they know that these bags are recyclable. Right? They are... Say no to not these bags. Take them in business, right? Here they are. Here is evidence, right? That they know that these bags are recyclable. That is a picture of their own recycling bin within their store, and a lot of their stores have these bins. Both Coles and Woolworths were involved in this program where they collected the bags and they made sure that everybody brought their bags in, and when they had those bags and everything, yeah, if we weren't recycling plastic at the time, after I temporarily closed everything down whilst I'm waiting to get my product on the market. And yeah, I know I'm putting my product at risk of getting on the market because I'm taking these guys down. I challenge him. I challenge him to get, 100 of these type of bags, i.e. like the black one, even these ones, because there's no way I can recycle that bag, that green bag there, into a garbage bag. And sorry, I can't read the chat at the moment, folks. I do apologise for that, because I know 10 to 1 some of you are chatting and I forgot to pop the chat out, so just bear with me. I'm going to just quickly pop this chat out. Hi, how are you? Sorry, I forgot to pop the chat out, folks. I just realised I forgot to pop the chat out, and I do apologise. I truly truly apologise to you all. And you can hardly hear me. Okay, so that's something else that I've got to set up. So just bear with me, folks. I will fix these problems. So it's a sound issue. So I've just got to quickly fix this. Everybody just bear with me. I will fix this issue. And okay. So yes, why is that not thing? So I've got to go into device. Okay, I apologise everybody. I will start again if I have to, and yeah, so I don't know how much of it you actually heard, but I've got to go back into the recording devices and I will fix this up. I apologise everybody. Okay, is that better, guys and gals? I apologise to everybody and everything like that, but so can you hear me now, guys and gals? I apologise for that audio. Yeah, no, but Raquel, they advertise them as being recyclable. Yes, I know they are to be reused, but you know, once they're broken, they wind up in the trash. They will pollute the trash far more. These bags that they are trying to do will pollute the trash far more than any other bag, than i.e. these bags here. These bags are 100% recyclable, and I guarantee you they're 100%. And I can take 1,000 of these bags and I can actually recycle them into my own product. And I apologise for that. And it's true. I can take those bags and recycle them. I don't know what you mean, Raquel, but the bags that they want you to buy are these ones. These bags are not recyclable at all. They never will be. The plastic bags, and yeah, you're hearing a lot of stuff on the news and everything like that, but guess what? Some of the news is actually telling the truth about the fact that these bags are not recyclable. And you look at some of these images, and if you look at the last image, they've actually were plaquing the recycle symbol on these bags. Recycle, reuse. What was it? I forget the name of it now. I'm trying to find that actual image, actually, because there's tons and tons of the bags, and I think I'm still in the same one. Yeah, plastic shopping bag. No, that was the other one. Go back. Okay, images of free shopping bags. There we go. See, they remember to reusable bag. Yes, they are reusable. Yes, I don't deny they are reusable, but they are only reusable until they break. And trust me, I've had some of them break on the first day that I bought them. I've taken back most probably about 6 or 7 of those bags back. I tried those bags. That's how I found out, and I looked at the plastic, and I'm looking at the material, because when these bags broke, they revealed the actual material that was inside the plastic. And I noticed that it was plastic and other materials like cottons, rayons, and unrecyclable plastics within those so-called eco bags. Those eco bags are 100% not recyclable. And then, see, they doctor these images, right? And I guarantee you this one here, well, yes, this one here is actually almost telling the truth. I found a lot of these plastic bag images were actually doctored. That one's not. But see, they're using images from Africa, who don't have the same setups for garbage as we do. Most of our garbage gets buried. Now, this one is a doctored image. How can I tell this image is doctored? Well, I noticed how all the green bags and everything are being pulled up and are deliberately hiding all the black bags. You can still sort of see the black bags, but notice that all the black bags are being buried and some bags have been emptied out and stuff like that. and there's recycling in these bags and everything like that. It's mainly all recycling, right? This is recycling stuff that they've spread out, and I gather this is another Indian. I know this is a Chinese image, but there was an image that I showed everybody the other day, and I tell you now, it was doctored. See, again, this one is overseas, northeastern states. This one is Ghana. Again, Ghana. No recycling. See, they're using images from overseas countries that don't have the resources that we have for garbage and stuff like that. And it's the fact that they don't have the same garbages that we have and stuff like that. But see here, they've got a recycled symbol on a reusable bag, right? They say one trip. Well, that's a load of bull, where, yes, it's one trip from the supermarket to your place, and they don't last 6 months. I've never known one of those bags to last 6 months. I did try them. Here it is, recycle. They're stating on the bag that these bags are recyclable. They are not recyclable, folks, in any way, shape, or form. And doesn't matter how much, and I put a dead set challenge out to them. I want them to prove to me that that bag can be recycled back into another product. And recycling means not cut up and turned into another product. Means recycling means remelted, remade into a plastic product. Now, this bag here cannot be recycled ever, right? It can't be. And there's no two ways that bag can be recycled. I'm just trying to find an image of the other bag. And this type of bag. No, I missed it. Why won't that image come up? I'll have to find another image for you. Okay. Where when we go to, if I can find the image, this type of bag. Right. How to recycle this bag? Well, you take a lot of these bags, right, and you do what they did in here, i.e. plastic shopping bag recycling programs. Right, here you've got that there, right, that's an image of, and I'll call it up, we get a better image of it. And we'll enlarge it up so you can actually see that they know that these bags are 100% recyclable, folks. They are. They really are recyclable. How do I know? Because we used to recycle them. All you do, they send these things to us, right? And always the bags that they put them into we had to take out because that was a totally different type of plastic. We'd put the shopping bags into a shredding machine. The shredding machine would shred those bags up. Then occasionally you'd get a dirty one and you'd have to shake the rubbish out of it. And it was pretty much, if it was too dirty, you'd give it, if it was washable, you'd give it a quick wash, because having a bit of water in it didn't matter, because it'd go through a what we call hopper dryers, and you'd put it through the system, it would go through the shredder into the hopper dryer. It would re-dry the plastic so that it could be melted. Those melted little tiny shards would wind up into the machine, and they slowly go through a screw. If you've ever seen a meat grinding machine that you grind meat up and it's got like a little round screw, well, that would go into one of those type of screws. It would slowly push it through the machine. That would get hotter and hotter and hotter, would turn it up to its melting point, and then it would push it out into a long, thin stream, i.e. a thin stream of most probably, I'd say 5 mil thick, a round little wire, plastic wire. And then it would just go chop, 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 and make little plastic beads. Those little plastic beads would then be sent into the section that would be using the plastic. They'd be put into another hopper dryer. They'd be dried even further, and because plastic's got to be dry to mould it, and then after they get they go into another injection molding machine, because the first one is an injection molding machine, but it's it's a different type of injection molding. You inject the plastic, it injects it out, chops it up, turns it into beads. Those beads then go into another hopper dryer. The hopper dryer turns around and gets heated up again when they're dry enough, and they decide they're right to go through the injection molding product, because this is how I would turn them back into my product. They wouldn't be a very strong one because it's not the strongest material for my actual invention, but they would still be usable versions of my invention, but they just wouldn't last a lifetime. They'd most probably only last a few years, because that type of plastic does degrade. This type of plastic is set up as a degradable plastic, and the whole thing is, it's turning around and you're asking everybody that these things are recyclable. No, we can't use these anymore, they're not recyclable. Yet why are they recycling them? Why are they collecting them to be recycled? See, this whole thing is about cost, about money, because, see, they know that they can make more money out of selling you these unrecyclable, not recyclable, never recyclable. It's a bullshit lie. You won't get the life that they tell you you will get, and anybody that has used these for a great period of time already know that they are useless. They die and break, the handles break, or they rip. You put too much groceries and they rip. Because when you got these, they just stack them full of groceries. Even they think that these are stronger and these will hold the weight. They won't. I stopped using them for that reason, and because I knew they were unrecyclable, and I refused to use them because they are unrecyclable. Yet these ones, I have no problems using these bags. Those bags are 100% recyclable, always will be recyclable. They can get recycled. Yet these, where is it? We'll go back to that image if I can find it again. And those ones are just not the ones that they are saying are eco-friendly. Unrecyclable. When they break, you've only got one use for them. Throw them in the tip. That's it. They will take a long time to degrade compared to a little plastic. Now, yet those of you, oh no, well yeah, they're better for the environment. Well, they're not, because these wind up in the rubbish tip. These will take a very damn long time to break down, compared to these, which are designed to break down. They are designed, they use a biodegradable plastic. Most plastic bags are biodegradable, the ones that they've been giving you for free. Now here's the catch-22. You go to the fruit department. What type of bags are they using? They're using little versions of those bags. Little versions. How do I know? Michelle, how do I know that they are not... oh, sorry. So you're answering, check out your journal tomorrow. I guess I'm not in the right timeline. Ah, okay, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, so, no, I'm just talking about a problem in Australia, you. And it's the thing, these recyclable bags are not recyclable. The eco bag is not eco. It is not eco. It is not an eco-friendly bag. The only eco-friendly bag out there would be a 100% canvas bag. That is considered an eco bag. A hemp bag, yes, providing it has no plastics in it. A hemp bag is a more eco-friendly bag. A canvas bag is eco-friendly. Why? Because they rot. Guess what? Those bags, those plastic bags there, don't know what site we're going to now, but I didn't mean for that to happen. So I'll save that image because I want that image. Right, they are recyclable. Always been recyclable. So many people actually turn these into products and stuff like that, weave things out of them and stuff like that. But no matter what, you can turn this into a weave, make a rope out of it. And then you can turn around 10 years later and recycle that rope and turn it back into plastic. You could turn that into my product. You could turn it into the product that will eventually be coming out, i.e. that product will eventually be coming out. But I could turn it into that product without a hesitation, without a simple hesitation of doing it. Now, see, China, Japan does it, but the whole thing is, see, it's the recycling in Australia has gone nuts, right? They are telling us they've got a program for bottles saying return and earn 10 cents on the thing. It's so they can actually make more money. That's all it is, because they actually charge you 20, I think they actually charge you 20, 25 cents more per bottle for a drink. They only give you 10 cents back. And everybody thinks they're earning money. They're not earning a damn cent. They're actually losing money. That was their first one. We had some idiot greenie come in. And see, these greenies go by all these Chinese images and everything like that. See, this image here. Oh, okay, that one's in Australia. All right, yeah, that one is in Australia. Yes, these do happen. These do happen. Why? It's not because this is because these most probably come from another overseas country, which what a lot of people don't actually realise. A lot of rubbish will come from an overseas country or from a ship that's dumping their rubbish illegally and stuff like that. But the whole thing is, a lot of these images that see this image here, that's not Australia. That is not Australia. That's overseas. Look at the country in the background. Look at the tops of the buildings, the roofs. That's China. I can tell just by looking at the roofs. That's China. And see, they go through and everything like that. Yeah, I'll tell you now, go into Coles and Woolworths, and I challenge everybody to do this. When you're in Coles or Woolworths the next time, go and look at the El Cheapo, the home brand garbage bags. Go and have a look at those garbage bags and check them out. They charge you $2 something. Sometimes I think I pay $1.59 for the last lot I bought. Guess what? They're made out of the exact same plastic. The exact same plastic as these bags, which they still give you. Right? These bags, the exact same plastic and everything. This bag, it's the exact same plastic. Those garbage bags are those exact same plastic. But see, a lot of these images they're getting are coming from overseas countries that are actually the cause of the pollution and everything like that. Yet they want to give you these bags. These bags are not recyclable, folks. They are not. They truly are not recyclable, ever. You can never, ever, ever recycle that bag. Yes, you can reuse it for a few times until it breaks. What are you going to do when it breaks? You're going to throw it straight in the garbage, and it's going to go to the tip where it's going to stay, and it's going to take much longer to degrade. Have a good look at the material it's made out of. What's it made out of? Well, it's made out of some cottons, some rayons, and rayons are non-recyclable material, right? Because once it's mixed with cottons and other things, and it's also made of plastic. Nylons, all your clothing, as I said in the last video, all your rayons and thing, because a lot of people don't know this, that 90% of clothing is made of plastic. Made of plastic. Yeah, thanks for that, Rayleigh. I really appreciate it. Rayleigh just said, we used to throw trash overboard on the aircraft carrier. So it's the shipping that are polluting the seas. Australian tips are one of the best tip systems we've got. But see, they go through and you look at all the different things and everything like that. They're using images. The Australian, okay, well, I don't know, it doesn't say where that image is actually from. But we've got a different garbage system now that go through and they sort the garbage now. Now you look at this, right? I don't care what country that is in. Look at these black plastic bags. Look at these printed plastic bags. And yes, you can see a percentage, but the black plastic bags that you go to the store and you pay money for are the exact same plastic, most of them. Are the black shiny ones, the really expensive ones, are more made out. Now those I could actually, the black plastic shiny ones, the really good ones, I could actually turn into an extremely good version of my product. Yes, that black plastic can be recycled. But these bags, yes, they can be recycled. It's a load of shit because Coles and Woolworths actually have, there we go, your plastic bags or packing here at Coles, recycle your plastic bags or packing here at Coles. Yes, please. See, they're telling everybody they're not recyclable. Why have they been collecting them and recycling them for a while? Right? It's not about the recyclability of the bags. It's the fact that they're not making money off them. They just want to make money. This is why no bags, no business. Why should a customer go in and have to pay? Because on average, a shop could cost you a great deal of money. You forget your shopping bags. Well, guess what? You've got to buy them again and again and again because a lot of people forget their shopping bags. The average shop for a normal person, you'd be looking anywhere up to, well, I know I go home from the supermarket and I would have maybe 20 of those bags once a week. But I actually reuse mine. And I know they can be recycled and I make sure they are put in a recyclable container when I've got too many of them. Or, so it's not a problem to recycle them. But instead they are using images of overseas garbage chips to say they're not recyclable. Okay, Kuta Beach, Bali. See, they're using images from overseas, not Australia, overseas. China. But see, China's recycling. See here, how to recycle your plastic bags when recycling. See, so you can put your plastic bags into your recycling bin. And yes, you can recycle them. So why are they trying to cut them out? Because they're not making money. And here we go. Plastic bags, there we go. Oh, the actual codes, how about that? LPD4, LDPE4. It's a recyclable plastic. It's in the recycling list. It's recyclable. Notice how those, okay, reusable food containers, PDE5. That's a load of rubbish. They are not recyclable. PDE5, my backside. They're not PDE5. They might use PDE5 in them, but it cannot be recycled. I'm sorry, but this, if they are PDE5, they'd have to state it on the bag, and you don't see PDE5 on any of these bags and stuff like that. Very rarely do you see PDE5 recycling signs in Australia because hardly anybody uses it, because most of the companies that use it put it into a version of the bag where they turn around and they actually put in cottons and other unrecyclable materials. And the whole thing is, it's a massive lie. It is a massive lie. And why is it a massive lie? I'll leave in here. It's good to hear you strong. Yeah, I'm getting better, folks. I am getting better. I'm still not allowed to go back to normal stuff yet. The doctor is a bit tough on me, so. But I will eventually getting better. But I am getting better, okay. And still getting a bit stressed out. I had an issue today that stressed me out a bit. Yeah, how's this? I paid for a game, and just jumping off subject. Paid for a game, and I make a complaint because something in-game didn't get delivered like it said. It would instantly be in your account next time you log in. Logged in 20 times later, many hours later, I've told them numerous emails that if it doesn't arrive, I'm going to apply for a refund. Numerous emails I've told that. And then they suspend my account because eventually I did apply for that refund of the item that never showed up. Yeah, ridiculous. I'm going to be making a video about that. Don't worry about that. But this one's all about recycling plastic bags. And, yeah, okay. Oh, you're going, man. Okay, no worries, mate. But plastic bags are recyclable, and I'm so sick of seeing it. See, I had to learn when I first started making my product, and yes, I actually have versions of my product that are actually already made and ready to go, because I had to make them ready so that when they did hit the market, I had a certain amount of stock ready to go straight up. And the whole thing is, it's sort of, they're going on about these, and they're using images from overseas countries to say, oh, well, they're not good for the environment. No, they're bad. They're bad for the environment. Oh, yeah, look at this, look at this. But they're talking about countries that have no trash system. No, they have zero trash system. And, but in those things, you look at how many of the black plastic bags or the blue plastic bags that you see in the garbage tip. Right, they are happy to sell you the exact same bag for your garbage, but they don't want to give you a bag for your garbage. That's what it is. You see, what happened is when people realised they were the same plastics as garbage bags, people realised that they were able to be used to store your garbage in until you threw them in the garbage bin or whatever, or they just recycled them. And then Coles and Woolworths worked out that, oh, they called these bags eco bags and everything like that, and they make them look good. And see, it's all marketing. See, people are being brainwashed. That's all it is. People are being brainwashed that, oh no, the other bags can't be recycled. They can't be recycled. No. Why is that? Because they want to make money out of you. They want to add, well, okay, you forget your bags on a shop, and you can imagine a big family that sometimes has 2 trolley loads and about 20 bags. If one of those big family forget their shopping bags, they've got to turn around and they've got to spend $20. Why should they have to do that? It's bullshit. They should either pack your grace. You have the decency to grace them with your business. And this is why no bags, no business. Yeah, and I tell you now, you want to come along, and guess what? Yeah, we're selling t-shirts, folks. We're actually selling t-shirts for them. No bags, no business. So yes, you can buy a t-shirt, and I strongly recommend for you to buy a t-shirt and spread the word, because why should you go in, if they're not going to bag your property, don't grace them with your bloody business. I went to a chemist last night, and speaking to the chemist, and I know the chemist, he was under the impression they were unrecyclable, and because he knows that I make plastic product. And we spoke about it in detail, and I explained to him it's all about money, not about anything else. He was under the impression, because he's believing all the hype from Woolworths and everything like that. See, it's Woolworths that is pressuring the government to get rid of the bags, not the opposite way around. Woolworths. And the government's backing up because they, oh yeah. Well, see, they pay a lot of tax, and they also, yeah, let's just say, God knows how many politicians are in their pockets. And can't say it doesn't happen, because it happens very thing. Now, I also happen to find this article here, where ABC Radio turned around, and I'm actually going to read it out for you in bits. I'll select a little bit, and then I'll get it to read it to you, because you know what I'm like. reading stuff, I'm hopeless, so I've got to use my favourite little product. And the thing is, it's all a lie. It's nothing more than that they want you to turn around and pay money. More money, more money, more money. That's all it is, folks. It's about money. It's about nothing else. They want you to turn around and give them more money. And it's always about more money. And now I'm just going to set this up. Paste that in there.
We are being urged to use fewer plastic bags in favor of those green shopping bags. But those bags really better for the environment? http://www.abc.net.au/local/stories/2007/10/24/20693766.htm6. Green-minded Australians have taken up the green reusable shopping bag in droves, but author Bernard Salt says they're not as environmentally friendly as you might think. They're manufactured from polypropylene, an oil-based product that is simply not biodegradable. So when they eventually wear out, they'll be thrown into the rubbish and sit there for centuries. The bags are recyclable, they can be broken down and remade into new items. But how many people are actually going to recycle them? Also, the bags are manufactured in China, so we don't really know the conditions under which they're made or the pollutions which may be created in the process. And being out of sight, we may not really care. Mr. Salt believes we've missed a superior solution, the biodegradable plastic bag. We're faced with a choice here. We can either have a plastic bag that breaks down, or we can go for these Chinese manufactured toxic green dyed polypropylene bags that don't break down. And for some strange reason, in the name of the environment, we've gone down the green shopping bag route. Biodegradable bags provide a safety factor for those who don't care about where their bags end up. Even if you bundle them all in the bin, they eat. But one problem is that biodegradable plastic bags look and feel like any other plastic bag, so it's hard to tell whether you are doing the right thing or not. And even more importantly, in Mr. Salt's view, other people can't tell you are doing the right thing. I think that you are not actually buying a contribution to the environment with these green bags. What you're actually doing is buying membership to the Environmental Fan Club. Jim Cooper, spokesperson for Coles Myer, disagreed. He pointed out that green bags are recyclable exactly the same way single-use bags are.
No, they're not.
Just take them back to the place of purchase and pop them into the bag recycling bin. He also said that the whole area of biodegradable bags is a contentious one. There are standards that govern these things. And at the moment we've certainly been looking at them. But to our surprise, there's actually very little out there that's available that meets those standards that would work in a supermarket environment. Mr. Cooper also suggested that only looking at the end use of the bag was not enough. It makes sense to look at the total environmental impact over the life of the bag, from production through to disposal. For example, a calico bag may seem a better option because it's a reusable bag made from a natural biodegradable material. But it takes an enormous amount of water to grow the cotton for it. These factors were all measured in a recent report from Sustainability Victoria. Reusable green bags came up as the best option environmentally, especially compared to any single-use bag. Obviously, the more a bag is reused, the better it is for the environment. So how much use can the average person get from a green bag? It varies, Mr. Cooper said. Our understanding is the average consumer will probably use their bag 10 to a dozen times. Coles only has anecdotal evidence, so 936 ABC Hobart is running a small experiment to find out how long these bags do last under genuine shopping conditions. We have 4 volunteers, Rob, Gail, Lynn, and Pam, who have each been sent an ABC reusable shopping bag, a calico bag, and 2 green bags from the major retailers. We'll come back to them regularly over the next year and find out how many shopping trips each one can handle.
See, there you have Coles and Woolworths admitting that they're only good for 10 or 12 visits. 10 or 12. So every 10 or 12 visits, so that's every, if you're a weekly shopper, that's every 3 months, you've got to spend another $20 on bags. This is why they're doing it. So they know that you've got to buy more bags. And notice how they said, oh, calico bags. Oh, no, they're not environmentally friendly. But what they failed to mention, that if you throw a calico bag in the rubbish, it will rot very, very quickly. Anybody knows that gets cotton material wet and doesn't get it dried out really quick, goes rotten very quickly. See, that's what they deny to tell you, that these things, that they're trying to say, oh, no, but our bags are better. Why are they better? Why are their bags better? Well, their bags are better because they don't pay much money because they're coming from China. They don't care that they're not recyclable. They don't. It's all about money, folks. Money, money, money. See, as I said in the last video, supermarkets turned around. When supermarkets first came about, there used to be a greengrocer on the corner. There used to be someone that sold everything. It's sort of like they'd have bleach, they'd have everything, and it was only in basic bottles. It wasn't fancy name bottles or anything like that. And so supermarkets did. They went around all the manufacturers and they said, look, we'll sell your product and we'll put it on our shelves and everything like that, and we'll have a variety of the product for people and everything like that, and then we'll make it all in one place and we'll give them good service and everything like that. As I said in the last video, in the old days when I worked at Woolworths, I was a packer. What a packer was at Woolworths in those days was the boy, most probably 15 or 16 years old. I think I was 16. And you'd be put on the end of the counter and you would pack the groceries for a customer. I learnt my customer service from doing that one job. That's how I become good at customer service. And it helped me in my business when I started my first business at the age of 16, almost 17. But I used to say, yes sir, ma'am, whatever it was, and so would you like me to carry those groceries to the car for you? Without hesitation. Then Coles and Woolworths decided they were no longer going to have packers because they upgraded the stuff and they made the checkout girl give her more work, which slowed the customer's time down, because in the old day when there were 2 people on there, you were in and out of that store very, very quickly. Very quickly. But then over time, then that changed and it got worse and it got worse. And now they've brought out self-service to where you've got to pack your own groceries. See, it's about money. It's nothing more than money, money, money. We want more money. We want more money. Well, guess what? Don't give them your business. Yeah, at the moment, and I'm going to recommend everybody for the next couple of months, go to Aldi. You're going to get cheaper groceries. Go to Aldi. Make them drop their prices, because don't pay their bloody prices, then have to pay $20 every time you forget to buy your shopping bags. And you're going to wind up throwing most of them away because they break down and they break and they rip because they've put too many groceries in them and stuff like that. And see, because they're your bags and that bag breaks, see, this is another reason why they stopped doing it. Because a lot of the bags that we're using, see, because the bags that they were using were under 1.7 micron. 1.75 micron is the recommended strength of a bag so they don't break. And they make them far less than 1.75 micron. That's why some of them you can see through. The good ones you can't see through. And they were better, they didn't break. You could pack your groceries into one bag, they wouldn't break. But when they thinned them out and you can almost see through them, you had to ask for double bags. And it was only their fault because they didn't want to pay that extra few bucks for the thicker bag and stuff like that, and they constantly wanted to make them thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner, because I know our company was approached and asked to make them thinner. They wanted them thinner, 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 thinner. They didn't want to pay that much money for them. And they were the ones that caused the bags to break and stuff like that, because when you're in the factory that makes these bags, what it is, a tube of plastic is taken up and then hot air is blown into it and it comes out into the width of the bag and everything like that. And every now and then while that tube's coming out, you see a thin streak, a clear streak in that bag of the colour. That's because they've made the plastic too thin. And those normally get thrown away and everything like that. But Coles, oh no, don't do that. It costs too much money to throw them away. And the bad manufacturer will just constantly keep on doing it, won't even discard that section of the plastic. They'll just keep on making plastic bags. Hence you get the bags that just break the moment you put your groceries in them. Yes, the bags that they are now selling are a bit stronger. But they still break. Trust me, I've got, oh, God knows how many I've got that I just use to throw shit in around in at home because the handles are no good anymore and I just use them for temporary storage before I throw them out. But once you throw them out, folks, they don't degrade. You heard that article that's on the screen. Oh, sorry, I put it back on the screen. And by the way, folks, this article is ABC Radio Hobart. ABC Radio Hobart. October. This was back in 2007. So back since 2007. But a lot of people think they're eco-friendly because, see, they've had the message plugged in, oh, they're eco. You tell a greenie it's eco, they don't even look into it. So here it is, greenies. If you think those bags are eco, you've been conned, you dickheads. They're not eco-friendly. They are worse for the environment than the free plastic bags you were given. Those free plastic bags that you were given in the store, i.e. those ones, guess what? They can be recycled. They are eco-friendly. That bag is eco-friendly. This bag is not eco-friendly. No way is this bag eco-friendly. This bag is far worse for the environment than this bag. Good for the environment, biodegradable plastic after a period of time, where those green ones could take a couple of 100 years to break down. I know, but Woolworths and Coles say they're good because you'll get 10 or 12 uses out of them. But they also cost you 99 cents to $2.50 each, some places $3 each. Oh, we can get 10 or 12 uses out of it. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, 10 or... But then you've got to throw them in the garbage. It can take hundreds of years for it to break down because of the polypropylene. Wrong type of plastic. Wrong type. All plastic is oil-based, yes. But depending on its manufacture, folks, depends on what type of plastic they are using. And if they are using the wrong plastic, yes. Those clear ones, I guarantee you, they are number 4. They are recyclable. These bags are not recyclable, no matter what they tell you. No matter what they tell you. And if you imagine you've got a huge family and you forget your groceries, you're up for paying for these bags. That's ridiculous. Why should you have to pay for these bags, folks? It's absolutely stupid, everybody. You should not have to pay for bags. They should go back to these bags. These bags are 100%. Oh, and I forgot to transition that. 100% eco-friendly. And those of you that think different, I'm sorry. If you think that those green bags are eco-friendly, they're not. Return to these bags. But I say to you now, make that statement and make it loud to Coles and Woolworths. No bags, no business. Go and shop at Aldi for a few months. Because I reckon it'll only take a few months once everybody migrates their business to a place like Aldi or someone that's still using bags. But if Aldi, yeah, you've got to buy your bags at Aldi. Yes, I know you've got to buy your bags at Aldi. But the savings that you're going to make at Aldi are certainly going to outweigh the cost that you're paying at Coles or Woolworths, because they're not dropping their prices. And yeah, Ray, TD, that's actually very true. They can take hundreds of years. Polypropylene can take hundreds of years to break down. With those little clear plastic bags that are on the screen at the moment, I've seen those things break down in a year. 1 year. Because it's that type of plastic. It will break down. That type of oil-based product, because of the way it's processed, it's designed to break back down into an oil, which is okay. That certain type of oil, it comes out of the ground anyhow. And see, they go on about that. Oh yeah, well because it's an oil-based product, it's no good for the environment. Well, you've got to remember, oil came from the ground in the first place. Oil came from the ground in the first place. And oh, I just love that ringtone.
Not gonna ring forever, pal. And when I'm done ringing, that's it. You can say goodbye. Why won't you answer me? Hello? This is your cell phone. What do you think? You're just not gonna answer me? You keep me in your pocket like I'm some dirty little. Why?
So many people just turn their heads when they hear that and laugh. I love it. It's the best ringtone I've ever had. Sorry about that. I had to show you. But yeah, no, state no bags, no business. Vote with you, vote, and it's the only way. Because if you don't start showing it, because if you're going to believe the lies they're telling you, they're gonna know you're a fish. And fish get hooked, and fish hook will do anything. So if you believe the bullshit, they're going to tell you you're going to be paying on average anywhere from, depending on how many of those shopping bags you need per week, you could be paying up to $100 per month if you forget your bags. Oh, I better buy some more. Oh, they're good for the environment. I'll buy them because they're good for the environment. But they're not good for the environment. These are good for the environment. Those plastic bags, you say, no, none of these bags, we're not going to give you our business. And that's the way it should be. Because, oops, where are we? Wrong image, I've got to get it up. No, not that one, sorry, got to get the right image up. This bag is better for the environment. Yet, why don't you ask them? When next time you're in Woolworths or Coles or your doctor's surgery, go in and get the garbage bags and go up to the manager and say, look, what's the difference between this bag? Get the thin ones, the cheap ones, and say, what's the difference between this bags and the shopping bags that you were giving everybody? Night, mate. And they're not going to be able to answer you. Trust me. Oh, well, ask them why they've stopped using recyclable plastic bags and they're now selling you unrecyclable plastic bags that take hundreds of years to break down. See, because they are lying to you, everybody. They really, really are lying to you. And I hate to tell you, but if you believe they're shit, and the governments are getting behind them, you've got to remember the governments are funded by these people. They are funded by them. The governments will do anything they want to get extra money out of them. It's not good for the environment. They lie to you every single day, and so many people believe these lies. As a plastics manufacturer, I can take these bags that you're currently looking at on the screen. I can take that bag and turn it into my own product, which is soon to come out. Yeah. What is ZS? And you won't know what is ZS until for a while, because I'm advertising it. But I can take that bag and I can make a product out of that bag. Not a problem. I can make a product out of that bag. But I can't take one of those polypropylene crap and recycle it, because it's not only got polypropylene, it's got cotton in it. So that's the cotton component can't even degrade because it's covered in polypropylene. So it takes hundreds of years. Polypropylene will take hundreds of years to degrade. It's a different type of plastic altogether. And then you say, oh, well, they've got toys and stuff like that, and you buy plastic toys and you throw your plastic toys out. Those plastic toys, 95% of the time, are polypropylene. Unrecyclable plastic. That bag there on the screen is a recyclable product. The reason they don't want you to have them is because they know that people save them up. How many people do you know that have got those canvas little things where they get their shopping bags, they pack those little canvas things up at the end of the day of the shop, and then each day they get a new garbage liner, and that new garbage liner just happens to be one of these plastic bags. See, their sales went down. So they had to work out a way that their sales go back up. And so they make more money by selling you the crappy ones that are unrecyclable and no good for the environment. So if you are a greenie and you believe that the bags they are selling you are eco bags, you are an idiot. And I positively mean that. If you are a greenie and think the eco bags that Coles and Woolworths and all the big supermarket chains are swapping over to and telling you they're eco-friendly because they're reusable, they're lying to you, folks. They're lying to you big time. They are unrecyclable, can never be recycled. They can be reused, yes. But when they break, where are they going to go? To the tip, to the rubbish bin, that are never going to break down and are going to cause more problems for the environment than the current bags that are going to the tip. Because the current bags, those little ones, you look at the thickness of that bag compared to those eco-friendly bags. Eco-friendly, my ass. But you look at the thickness. I can tell you now, that's going to break down because that is a biodegradable plastic. That is biodegradable. Don't believe the supermarket lies, because that's all they are. They're supermarket lies. They want your money. Want your money, 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 money. So vote with your feet. Say no bags, no bloody business, mate. You're not going to give me biodegradable plastic bags. I'm not going to give you my business. And eventually, if enough people start migrating over to Aldi, yes, as I said, I know for a little while you might have to go and spend a little bit of money and use bloody those bags, but it might only take the 12-week period or the 12-week, however long it takes for those bags to break down. But do your shopping at Aldi. Don't do it at Coles and Woolworths. They need to realise that people aren't going to stand up for this shit. Because if you stand up for this shit, you're stupid. I really mean it. I'm calling you stupid. If you believe all the crap that's going on at the moment, that these are better for the environment, you are a fucking idiot. No other word for you. And I'm saying that wholeheartedly and openly. Because if you want to believe the crap that they're telling you, you are a fucking idiot. There's no other word for you. The bags that they have taken off the market are and always were recyclable and biodegradable. It was part of the reason they used those plastics. They knew that they were biodegradable. How do I know that? Because they even recycle them. And some of the stores that you go into now still have those recycle bins there. They say that you can put those bags in there, but they're lying to you, because I guarantee you, you put those eco bags into those containers, when they get to the recycler, they're going to be thrown in the garbage bin because they can't be recycled. They cannot and can never ever be recycled. An eco bag can't be. This bag can be recycled, and I guarantee you that bag can and always can be recycled. But I'm just going to go back to that other image. Just bear with me a moment, folks. I'm just going back to that other image so that we can. Just going to. All right. Just having a technical issue here, folks. Okay, because this type of bag, not recyclable. See, there's a recycling bin that they have at Coles. Recycle your plastic bags or packing here. They know that they are recyclable. They lie to everybody on a daily basis. Right? That bag, recyclable. The only reason they're coloured doesn't mean it. You can mix those two coloured bags in the recycle machine, it'll just make a different colour, because that's coloured at the factory. 100% not recyclable. This bag here is not recyclable. Look at the price. 99 cents, 99 cents, 99 cents. Okay, you go, you need 20 bags and you've forgotten your shopping bags. What are you going to do? Leave all your groceries there? No, most people are just going to grin and bear it and spend $20 more, buy 20 more bags. Then they do the same thing 3 weeks later, that's another, and then they wind up with a stack of these things. I've got them all over my house because I don't want to throw them in the environment, so I do try to use them. Most of them have got all broken handles, but I still try to use them as best as I can. I put stuff in them that's got to be stored and throw it up into the attic. That's about all they're good for. And but I'm not spending 99 cents on a shop. They don't pack my groceries. I'll go to Aldi and I'll reuse those plastic bags that they sell for 15 cents for a few weeks. But the ironic thing is, I only need to go to Aldi to buy bleach, buy soap, buy the occasional thing, because most of the stuff I'm buying now, I've already gone back to the butcher, who still gives me free bags. I've gone back to my greengrocer, who still gives me free bags. My milk, I've been buying that down at the corner store, who still gives me free bags. If the Milko starts his run back up, I'll go back to the Milko. I'm going back small business, and I advise everybody to. Go to the butchers where you don't have to pay for bags. Right? Go to your greengrocer, who will still put your stuff in a bag. Go to your stores that supply you with a free bag. If they tell you you've got to buy a bag, do not grace them with your cash. Because the only way to stop this bullshit is to vote. And to vote by a way of a shopping revolution. You don't have to go to Woolworths. You don't have to go to, oh, but it's convenient. You know, you can go into a mall. And in the mall, there's a greengrocer, there's a butcher, there's a baker. Everywhere you need to go. And most of the time you can carry your milk, so just walk in, grab your 2 litre bottle in there, only buy the one friggin' item off them, and then just walk out, or go back to your Milko, get your Milko to deliver your milk to you. And I'm telling all the Milkos and all the Fruitos that have closed their businesses down, start opening your business back up, folks, because you're going to do and make money now. Woolworths are cutting their own throat. Coles are cutting their own throat. They are trying to bamboozle the public. And now's the time to stand up. Now, the link to No Bags, No Business t-shirts will be in the description. Go along, buy a t-shirt, and yeah, let them know that you're not taking this bullshit anymore. They're not bad t-shirts, by the way. I actually think they look pretty good. Where are they? No Bag, No Business. There you go. Yeah, they don't look too bad. Vote. You can choose any colour you want as well and stuff like that. So vote for your feet. It's on both front and back. I've made them as, and yes, they are a little bit more expensive in Australian prices, but the only place that does this t-shirts, and I've made them as cheap as I can, folks. It's sort of so that pretty much knocked off most of the profit margin on it. I most probably make $1 out of it, if anything. On some of them I don't make anything. And those of you that know me via my normal stuff, because they are not a lot cheaper than the normal stuff, but because I feel strongly about this, I believe that I should get them out as cheaply as possible. So that's what I'm trying to do. That's an AU price. The American price is a lot cheaper, and I'm pretty sure it's free delivery in America, by the way. It's not free delivery to Australia, but it is free delivery to America. So yeah, show them that you're not going to take this shit. No bags, no business. And don't grace them with your cash, folks, because that's all they want. They want your cash. Anyhow, folks, I'm going to call it quits here and everything. And as I said, I put that challenge back out to Coles and Woolworths. I challenge them to recycle that plastic through an injection moulding machine or into another product properly, recycled properly, not cut up and made into something else and stuff like that that's useless. A product that's good. Well, I can take, as I said, I can take this bag and I can turn it into what this product is going to be when it comes out. So it's a matter of taking that product, turning it into that product without a hesitation, folks. And I won't be telling thing, and I won't be able to guarantee, like, if you do want one of those made out of a plastic bag, I will not be able to guarantee it for life because it is a biodegradable plastic. Plastic I use is a biodegradable plastic to a certain extent, but it's got to be turned into a biodegradable plastic upon recycle. But it is still a recyclable product. And everything like that. But as I said, folks, look, there it is. There's their bins. They have the bins for you to recycle the plastic bags. They know that these plastic bags are recyclable. If they weren't recyclable, why have they got the bins in their stores? See, they're bullshitting you, folks. They're bullshitting. It's all bullshit. They know these things are recyclable. They just want to make money, and that's all it's about. They want to make cash. They want to turn that and charge you 99 cents. Alright, and you can tell those bags are made in China because they're 99 cents. You got that bag made here, I can guarantee you that wouldn't be 99 cents. And let's just say the conditions that bag was made in, you can't guarantee that condition. See, that symbol there is a recycle symbol. It's not reuse symbol, it's a recycle symbol. Yet these guys are trying to say that these bags are recyclable. And one company might make their bags out of PET, out of number 5, but I doubt it. But number 4, definite 100% recyclable, easy recyclable. Right, and the proof is in the countries like China and all that, they already recycle these things now. They have an industry where people go through their garbage bins, like garbage sites, and empty the garbage out and collect all the recyclables that are in the garbage. But the thing is, they're lying to you. They just want to make money, folks, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the lies. They use images like this from overseas countries and say, oh no, well look at this, and look at this, and look at this. Oh no, it's bad for the environment. Yeah, but all the images, you just got to look at the images, folks, and you'll find that all these images are at overseas countries. Overseas countries. See, now that is an Australian factory. Right? How can I tell? Because it's a production line. That's how Australians recycle. Goes through machines. It's recycled. We do it professionally here. The image that they try and sell you are overseas garbage tips. They show you pictures of overseas garbage tips that are unregulated. But look at the people over there know that this stuff is recycled because they go and empty the stuff out, sort it, and then sell it and recycle it. We do it at the stage of the machinery, when the garbage goes through a machine, goes on a conveyor belt, and we pay people to go through and sort the garbage out. But no, oh no, it's not recyclable. No, we've got to stop using them. We've got to stop using them. We're not making any money out of using these bags. We're giving them garbage bags. Oh no, we can't give them free garbage bags. We've got to charge them. Yet they quite willingly sell you those garbage bags. They quite willingly sell you those garbage bags. Oh no, but we can't give you free ones. You've got to buy these recyclable. Buy these eco-friendly ones. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, look at us, we're smiling. They're recyclable. Bullshit. Bullshit. And I'm calling them out. Bullshit. G'day, Charity. How are you, darling? And I'm calling them out. I want them to recycle. I want them to show me how that can be turned into a product. Run it through the grinder, turn it into another product. Come on, I'd like to see you try. Not going to be able to do it. See, garbage winds up on the street because of people But some people do recycle. Most people do recycle if it can be recycled. But I say, oh, see, they're paying kids. I will refuse disposable plastic. Well, guess what, kid? You've been lied to. See, they're using innocent children. Innocent children. Yeah, okay, kid. If you're going to refuse disposable plastic, don't buy any more plastic toys, because those plastic toys that you get are unrecyclable, most of them. Unrecyclable. See, they're just conning. They use everything. It's called advertising. Advertising. Oh, well, if we tell them enough. Right, did you know one thing, a bird seed, big share, yeah. Bullshit. That bag there, those bags there can be turned into food. It's not turned into food. Those bags there on the side, see, this is what they call false and misleading advertising. Right? This bag here never ever can be recyclable, can never ever degrade. That will take hundreds of years. Those might take 5-10 years to degrade. That will take hundreds. The one they're saying is good, take hundreds of years. It's all bullshit, folks. It's all bullshit. Like my product, okay, when it's made out of the material that we have chosen chosen nylon 66. Now, nylon 66 can be reused, recycled, everything like that. We made sure of that. But we guarantee our product for life, because even though it's a biodegradable, it takes slower to degrade and everything like that. But nylon 66, you can reform it hundreds of times. Hundreds and hundreds of times. And we recommend people, if they finish with the product on that, once their clothing is crap, cut it off and throw it into your recycle bin, because it can be recycled. But you get told by these companies that those bags are unrecyclable. Well, why in the hell are Coles and Woolworths got the bags out the front of their stores saying use checkout bags here? Because they know that they can be recycled. They are just lying to you. That's all it is. Yet some plastic bags are polypropylene, i.e. that type of bag, the ones they're selling for 15 cents. The bags they're selling for 15 cents, sorry, take many, many years. Polypropylene takes far too long to degrade. They're trying to say that this polypropylene bag is better for the environment. It is not better for the environment. The only person that bag is good for is Coles or Woolworths. Well, this bag is only good for Woolworths. Why? Because they make 99 cents out of it. Sometimes they're $2. It can be reused until it breaks, which they break regularly. And then they're only good to throw something in and then put it into storage, because you can't use it for different things. Yeah, well, that's the ironic thing, Chariot. The plastic bags that we are currently given, which are these ones that you can see on the screen, they are environmentally friendly. They are more environmentally friendly than this type of bag. Sorry, I'm just going to turn that off. This type of bag is not environmentally friendly. Just the fact that you can reuse it doesn't mean that it's environmentally friendly. It is not environmentally friendly. No way in this wide world is that green bag environmentally friendly. It takes hundreds of years for that polypropylene black bag to break down. Plus the cotton that is in it will never break down because it's coated in plastic. Once you coat cotton in plastic, it won't break down. It will break down after the plastic is broken down, but only then. But they are more dangerous than this bag, because this bag here, that bag will break down. And that's the thing. Well, Theon, The plastic bag is better for the environment than the shopping bags that they intend to sell you. You've been fed a lie. That's why I've just been on for so long explaining all this to you. You've got to remember, I manufacture plastic. I know what the hell I'm talking about. I had to study plastic to manufacture it. I know what's biodegradable, I know what's not. I can tell you now that these green shopping bags that they want to sell you are not. I've got an article, I've just put an article up there from ABC Radio, who back in 2007 even started challenging them because how green are these shopping bags? Because even they are saying back in 2017, telling you that they can take hundreds of years to break down, and that's true, they can take hundreds of years. Yet where this little plastic bag, this plastic bag that you used to get for free, which is, okay, Theon, I've got a question for you. Do you use garbage bags? Do you go into the supermarket and buy garbage bags? Do you buy garbage bags? And I'm asking everybody, how many of you buy plastic garbage bags? You go down to the thing and it's got a big sign on it, they're black or blue, and it says garbage bags. How many of you buy garbage bags? Think about it. There's no difference between the garbage bag and that bag you're seeing on the screen. They both break down in the environment. Yet when you switch to this bag for your shopping bag, yeah, you can use it as garbage bag when it breaks, but that bag will take hundreds of years to break down. Can't ever be recycled. Yet I can take this garbage bag, well, that grocery bag that I do use as garbage bags, because if they've started to break or the handle's broken, I turn them into a garbage bag. I put it in the tidy and I throw my garbage into it. When it's getting full, I tie it up and throw it in the bin because it saves me buying garbage bags. See, this is what it's over. The supermarkets, their sales of their garbage bags went down. And the manufacturer of the garbage bag, who is most probably a different manufacturer, sometimes maybe he could even be a manufacturer, but Australian manufacturers that make Australian garbage bags or whatever, they most probably had a win saying, well, our sales are going down because you give away free garbage bags. And then they use African images saying, oh, they're bad for the environment. But underneath all those bins, they don't show you they show you what they want you to see, but see, these are African images. This is unregulated tips. But see, look at these Africans. They're going through emptying the garbage out of the bags and selling those same plastic bags back to a manufacturer to be recycled. Maybe that's what our people should do. Maybe in our recycling centres or garbage centres, they should simply cut the plastic open, tip the rubbish that's in the bag, and put it back into a recycling thing. Yeah, you're honest. Terry, you buy garbage bags. Guess what? There's no difference in that garbage bag that you buy to this plastic bag on the screen. They're both biodegradable plastic. They'll take the thick black plastic bags might take 20, 30 years to break down, maybe longer, depending on the heat in the pile. And the shopping bag will take about 5 years, most probably, to start breaking down. Do you know they've found in garbage tips bugs that actually eat plastic bags, and they actually know about these bugs? They eat these plastic bags. So they're actually feeding a certain type of bug at the rubbish tip. And there's certain types of plastics that were bad for the environment, like the rings. They made plastic products that were dangerous, i.e. like those six-pack rings that you used to put on six-packs. Drunk people would throw them into the river, animals would get tied up in them. But plastic bags, like, yeah, overseas from these countries, this is where it enters the environment, from these countries, not from ours. And these in our country, it's nothing more than they want more money, more money, more money. That's all it is. They want you to pay for these. That's all it is, folks. They want you to pay for them. They don't want you getting them for free. They don't want to give you a free garbage bag because they want you to go and buy their garbage bags. They want you to pay for them, and that's what it is. And there's no difference in these things. There's as many garbage bags in that tip as there is shopping bags. But you notice how the shopping bags are being removed? Why are the shopping bags being removed? Because these people know they can be recycled. That's the difference. There's someone carrying those bags and all the recycling that they've collected out of this tip out because they're going to sell it back to a plastics manufacturer. They put them, over these countries, they've got to wash, they've got to put them through washers. And I do know that they do use special washing machines designed to wash the plastic before they grind it up. But it's a myth. Nothing more than a bloody myth. And I'm so sick of it, guys. I really am. That they have the thing to do it. And it's like this return and earn scheme. It's a joke. We've had to turn our houses into recycling centres. Even though we used to recycle and do the right thing, we can't even squash them anymore. We're not allowed to squash these things. You can't squash them and take them to the return and earn. You've got to take it to at full size. And one night when I was at the return and earn thing, I asked the guy, I said, what do you do with him? He said, nothing. We just put him back into the recycling. And he said, it's the biggest joke ever. And I reckon it's the biggest, return and earn is the biggest joke ever. Because most people used to always recycle. Always. Most people. Do you know my recycling bin now most probably goes out the front door most probably, once every 3 months now instead of every 2 weeks? Why? Because it takes that long to fill it with cardboard and paper. Because that's all I have now, or the occasional orange bottle that you're not allowed to take the return and earn. But they charge you 20 cents more for your bottle, but only give you 10 cents back. The return and earn's the biggest joke in Australia ever. It's sort of, people think, they're getting money, but they don't realise they're actually paying that extra money at point of purchase. And it's just all bullshit, folks. It's all about the cash, all about the cash, all about the cash. And do you notice how the return and earns are mainly at all the Woolworths? Sure. Why is it at Woolworths? Because, see, they get the voucher and then you go into Woolworths and spend the money. They don't give you your money back. You got to go and spend it at bloody Woolworths or something like that. So it's a load of crap. It's a load of crap, folks. It's a load of crap. See, they use images from overseas countries, and that's all it is. And they use these images from overseas countries saying it's a bad thing. But there you go. There's a bloke with a bag full of shopping bags. A bag full of them. Another guy with a bag full of the other types of plastics. These guys make a living out of it overseas, doing what Australians do at the point of the machinery. And that's what I pay X amount of money per year for one of these bins. It now goes out less because of the fact of this return and earn crap that we now have to have. And like this, it's sort of, better for the environment, better for the environment. Study these bags, folks. So have a look at the freezer ones. Okay, the freezer ones aren't a bad idea, but they still break just as quick as the other ones, and they can't be recycled at all, ever. So they're lying to you. It's a massive lie, and you don't believe that the plastic ones can be recycled. Oh, shoot, I haven't been showing you those images. I apologise, folks. I forgot to turn that off. Sorry. How do I know they can be recycled? Because Coles and Woolworths have these bins in their thing. And being a plastic manufacturer, I know how the process works. As I said, when the bags arrive at either a plastic business that buys these recycled bags, and buys them very, very cheaply. A lot of the times they're just given to some factories. And they come along, you put them through a special grinding machine. They sever it up into tiny little pieces. Some factories wash it, and most of the time they're always clean. The unclean ones get washed, and then you turn around, you shred it, it gets pelletized, and the pellets go into another one, and it gets turned into a product. Reusable, recyclable. Yet the crap they want you to buy, this type of plastic bag, I'm sorry to tell you, polypropylene cannot be recycled. This bag, polypropylene, cottons, rayons, it's got so many different products in it, can never ever be recycled. It cannot be. It's all about the money, TD, Terry. It's all about the money. That's all it's about. Don't waste your money. Support. No bags, no business, guys, because don't give them your money. Go to them, yeah, okay, yeah, you got to go to Aldi and you got to pay for bags. We got to remember, when you go to Aldi, sometimes you're paying half the price of what you're paying at Coles and Woolworths. And you know, I was in Woolworths and I was telling them, oh, well, I'm going to go shopping it out. You know what they said? And Aldi should listen to this. Oh, don't touch their fruit and veg. It's really bad for you. Oh, no. This is Woolworths telling me, oh, no, you've got to be careful with Aldi's fruit and veg. Bullshit. I buy Aldi's fruit and veg all the time. But now I'm back to, I've just thrown my hands up and I'm buying it. I go to a supermarket where there's a greengrocer, butcher, baker and everything, and I walked into Woolworths the other day and I bought my milk, but I bought one bottle of milk, I carried it out and I didn't ask for a bag. And single items, I never ask for a bag anyhow because I don't need it for a single item. But I'm not going to grace them with any more money than that. It's sort of go to your greengrocer, and yeah, if you're a greengrocer that's gone, it was run out of business by Woolworths and Coles, come back. If you drive down, and we had a Fruito that I know still runs a run, and but you hardly ever see him anymore because Coles and Woolworths cut him down. Something shocking. He couldn't get the food out there and everything. But now's the time. Now's the time. People will start buying off you because if they don't have to go and pay for bags to buy their stuff, people are going to start getting smart again. And this will be the death knell of all the big supermarkets, see, because they've forgotten. They have forgotten how they came about. Either they're going to have to drastically lower their price, because it's the only way they'll get me back in their store. If their prices don't reduce at least to 35% down, I won't buy it then. Because if I've got to pay for bags, it's the only way that I can offset the cost of the bags, is they need to lower their prices. They won't lower their prices. Oh, no, we don't have to. Do you know that was their attitude when I rang them? Oh, I've had an in-depth conversation about it. Oh, no, we don't have to. No, we're okay. We'll survive. Yeah, bullshit. People are going to start voting and start realising it. Because I'm never going to give up on the plastic. Well, Steve, I'm here. I'm never going to give up on the plastic bags. I will constantly make videos for Return and Earn. For No Bags, No Business. By the way, there is a channel, No Bags, No Business, guys. You can go and visit it. It's a YouTube channel, No Bags, No Business. I'll give you the link here. So, oh shit, what happened there? What the fuck? Where's my mouse? Sorry. Shit, that was an accident, folks, to everybody watching that. That was accidentally there. I do not know how that happened. Okay. So I went to go to YouTube and I hit the wrong button. I apologise for that, everybody. That video was not meant to be shown, and it is an apology on it. So the site is called No Bags, No Business. There it is. No Bags, No Business. Go along, support the channel. I'll put the link into the chat. because I'm going to be making, while ever I'm here, and I'm going to urge the other Bluebeards, because they know just as much about plastic as me, I'm going to urge them to keep up with No Bags, No Business. That's the channel there, folks. Go and check it out. It's the same video that I already made on this channel. You don't have to watch the video, but do subscribe to that, because sometimes I will only be, I've just been approved to make live streams there. The first one I'm uploading, the second one I upload, because I'm recording it, and I will be placing it up there. And yeah, if you are a person out there with any sense, you truly will realise that it's a lie. It's wholly and solely a lie. There is a massive push to get rid of the bags so that you spend more money, and that's all it is, guys and gals. Look, I'm going to call it quits. Sorry I didn't talk about the effect today, but this is a really important subject to me, because there's more damage happening to the environment because of this. I feel very, very strongly about this subject. The fact that they're lying about the plastic products that they have and saying, oh, they're not reusable, they're bullshit. They're more reusable than the bags they want you to pay money for. And that's all it is. They want money. And they know if you forget your shopping bags, they're going to make a lot. And they're going to make a lot. And maybe if people actually ask them how much they make, how many of those bags do they sell every week? And how many have they averaged over the weeks of the years for people that have forgotten their bags? All these eco-friendly nuts that forgot their bags, that willingly go out and spend $20 a shop because they forgot their bags. All they're doing is being conned. They've been conned into the lie. And those eco-friendly nuts out there are the ones causing more damage to the environment. The garbage bags and the shopping bags that you get for free, or sorry, used to get for free. Now if I can get my mouse back over to that page. Where is my mouse? Why isn't my mouse moving? The eco-friendly bag is this one. This is the eco-friendly bag. That bag there, that's the eco-friendly bag. The one that they used to give out for free. The ones they're trying to sell you are not recyclable. They take 100 years or more to degrade into something that is no longer harmful to the environment. And even then it could take hundreds more years before it's turned back into a natural oil. Where with this type of plastic, 4 or 5 years it's degraded enough the bugs will eat these things. And yeah, well, if I don't, no one's going to do it. And it's only because I've manufactured these bags. I know they are made from biodegradable plastics. I know that I can turn that particular type of plastic bag into my product without a problem. Without a problem. All I need is a shredder, a pelletizer, and the equipment to set it all back up and put it through, take my dye to that factory and then run it through my dye. And because the dye is sitting in my front room at the moment, all I've got to do is take that dye back to the factory and say, look, use these bags, please recycle them into that product. And I challenge Coles and Woolworths to do the same. I'll even take my dye to the factory. And I challenge them to turn them into my product because I know they can't. There is no way that that plastic can be recycled into the product. It's the wrong type of plastic, can't be recycled. Because they've put other products into them. Once you mix other products into them, the plastic is, tell you now, it would make a shit product. You most probably could grind it, and most probably could remold it to a certain extent, but it wouldn't be a usable product. Would not be a usable product. They're full of shit. Don't let them lie to you, folks. My name's Bluebeard, and why do they call me Bluebeard? Because I've got a blue beard. And I'm going to catch you all later. Thank you guys, thank you moderators for coming in and doing that wonderful job that you guys always do, and I'm very, very appreciated of it. And I know I haven't been with you guys for very long, but yeah, you do a very great job. Thank you very much, and maybe next stream I will be chatting about our normal subject. So for now, I'm going to call it quits, and I'm going to catch you all later, and I'm going to be uploading this to No Bags, No Business. Thank you very much, everybody, and I'm going to catch you all later. Ciao.